Before we start, let me ask you something. What if winning everything cost you who you really are? Because Finding Her Edge Season 1 didn't end with a celebration. It ended with a warning. A warning about ambition without honesty. About partnerships built on optics instead of truth. And about how the most dangerous moment in any comeback story isn't failure. It's success that feels empty. By the end of this video, you'll see why Adriana Russo's final choice wasn't about love, or skating, or even legacy. It was about survival on her own terms. So stay with me, because the final scene you thought was hopeful might actually be the beginning of a war. From the very start of the series, Adriana Russo's story has never been about chasing glory. It's been about recovery. After a career-derailing incident nearly erased her future, Adriana didn't return to elite skating out of passion. She returned out of necessity. She needed credibility. She needed sponsors. And most of all, she needed to prove to the skating world and to herself that she still mattered. That's why her decision to partner with Braden instead of Freddie was never purely technical. Braden represented safety, structure, political protection within a ruthless system that punishes weakness. Freddie, on the other hand, represented uncertainty, emotion, risk. Choosing Braden was a survival move, not a romantic one. By the time we reach the finale, that choice has achieved its goal. Adriana and Braden are technically flawless. Judges trust them. Sponsors believe in them. On the surface, they are the ideal partnership. But beneath the perfect lifts and clean landings, the relationship is emotionally broken. Braden feels he has sacrificed his emotional needs to stabilize Adriana's comeback. Adriana feels suffocated by a partnership that no longer reflects who she is becoming. Neither of them says it out loud until the World Championships force the truth to the surface. The final routine is one of the most intentional moments of the season. The choreography prioritizes control over passion, precision over expression. This is Braden's philosophy on ice. Discipline, reputation, perfection. And it works. They win. On paper, Adriana achieves everything she set out to accomplish when she returned to competitive skating. She proves she belongs at the top. But the show refuses to celebrate the win emotionally. The applause is thunderous, yet Adriana feels disconnected. This is the key message of the finale. Winning doesn't automatically equal fulfillment. Immediately after the victory, the reckoning arrives. Braden finally voices what's been clear all season. Adriana's heart isn't fully in the partnership or with him. Their relationship has been built on convenience and optics, not emotional truth. Importantly, the show doesn't turn Braden into a villain. He followed the rules of the system. He believed in structure. And when he realizes Adriana can't live inside that framework anymore, he makes the hardest choice. He walks away. This breakup hurts because it's honest. It reinforces the idea that partnerships built on ambition alone are fragile, no matter how successful they appear. Freddie's role in the finale is quieter, but heavier. Throughout the season, he has symbolized unfinished business, not just romantically, but creatively. His skating style is the opposite of Braden's. It's instinctive, emotional, and raw. When Adriana turns back to Freddie, it isn't framed as a triumphant reunion. It's cautious, vulnerable, real. They acknowledge the mistakes that destroyed them before: fear, pressure, and poor communication. Choosing Freddie again is risky. It doesn't guarantee medals or approval. But it offers something Adriana has been missing all season: authenticity. Their final moments together don't promise a fairy tale ending. They promise honesty. Running parallel to Adriana's journey is the fate of the Russo family rink. Throughout the season, the rink represents legacy and burden. It's the emotional center of the family and a constant reminder of expectations passed down through generations. In the finale, the rink is saved but transformed. With outside backing, it becomes voltage skating. This change is intentionally bittersweet. The past is honored, but no longer allowed to dominate the future. Just like Adriana, the rink evolves instead of remaining frozen in memory. Season 1 also quietly resolves the arcs of Adriana's sisters. One chooses mentorship over competition. Another steps away from elite skating entirely to protect her mental health. These choices reinforce one of the show's strongest themes: there is no single definition of success. The true final scene shifts the tone completely. Weeks later, Adriana is training with Freddie at voltage skating when Braden arrives with Riley. The reveal is immediate and explosive. Braden and Riley have formed a new partnership, driven by resentment and ambition. Riley makes their goal clear. They want to be the #1 ice dancing team in the world. Braden looks at Adriana and delivers the final line of the season. Game on. Season 1 ends not with closure, but with momentum. By the finale, 4 themes become clear. Success without authenticity is empty. Partnerships require emotional honesty. Legacy should evolve, not control. And choosing uncertainty can be an act of courage. Adriana's story doesn't end here. For the first time, it finally begins on her own terms. Thanks for watching next episode. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss our latest deep dive media breakdowns.